Good afternoon. We are here with Killing Cancer Kindly team and we're going to talk about HPV vaccination. The earlier you vaccinate, the better it is. The younger the girl is, the better immune response, and you can get away with just one vaccine without needing any booster vaccination. Secondly, once girls are married, they are having more chance of being exposed to the HPV virus. And the vaccination is most effective when given before they are sexually active and before they've had an exposure to the virus. Once they've been exposed to the virus, then the vaccination is less effective and does not provide the immunity that would prevent the disease and prevent the cancer of cervix. It's never too late to have the vaccine, and the efficacy of the vaccine depends on the age. The younger you give the vaccine, from 9 years onwards, the better response from the immune system you have. Younger people, children, have got a better response. However, the only risk is if somebody is sexually active, they might have picked up the HPV virus already, in which case the vaccine is not that effective. But once again, it's never too late. If you can't get a 95% protection, you might get a 90% or an 80% or a 70% protection, but protection is going to be there. The virus against which we are providing this vaccine, the human papilloma virus, it does not only cause cancer of the cervix, it also causes cancer of the vagina and the vulva. But in addition to that, it can cause cancer of the oropharynx, the tongue, the throat, the larynx. It can cause cancer of the anus and rectum, and that can affect both men and women, boys and girls. So it is extremely important that we include the boys into this vaccination program. And if you talk about exclusively male cancers, men do tend to have penile cancer with the human papilloma virus. So if you vaccinate the boys, you are saving them not only from the other cancers that we talked about, but also from penile cancer. So yeah, HPV vaccination is not just for girls, it's for both girls and for boys. HPV infection, girls cannot get it on their own. It has to be transmitted to them from a boy or a man. So it's very important that we vaccinate the source and the carrier who's going to bring the virus to the female. And boys can also get cancer of the penis, penile cancer, with the HPV virus. In addition to that, there are many other cancers which can affect both boys and girls. For example, cancer of the tongue, cancer of the throat, upper throat, lower throat, cancer of the anus, rectum. All of these cancers can occur due to HPV infection, due to the human papillomavirus infection. Of course, in women, the cancer of the cervix is not the only cancer caused by HPV. We also have cancers of the vulva and the vagina. So there are a whole group of cancers, multiple cancers, which can be prevented by giving this vaccine both in boys and in girls. There are many types of HPV vaccines available. In Europe, America, they are using something known as Gardasil. But for Pakistan, the WHO program which has been launched, that is using a Chinese vaccine known as Cecolin, that's CECOLIN. And that vaccine covers two types of viruses, HPV 16 and 18. These are the most common viruses which cause cancer of the cervix. Yes, the trials have shown that if you either give one dose of vaccine to girls from age of 9 to 20 years or two doses, the efficacy is the same. So the antibody levels which form after one dose are good enough. You do not need a booster vaccination. However, for ladies above the age of 20, 21 and above, and those who are immunocompromised, we would need booster vaccination. So the younger you are, the better the immune response, and one dose is as good as two, but when you're older, then you require more than one dose. Up till now, the data has shown that if we vaccinate the girls at a younger age, between the age of 9 and 14, then they tend to have a very long immunity response, 10 years plus, and it could even be lifelong. Boosters have not been indicated so far. But if we are vaccinating older girls, those in their 20s or those who are immunocompromised, they have a low immunity, then boosters are required. But so far, one vaccine given at an early age can give potentially lifelong immunity. Yes, screening is very important because the vaccine is not 100% guaranteed to stop the infection and the cancer. It does reduce the risk of cancer from 70% to 90% or 95%, but there would be some cases in which the infection can still happen and cancer can occur. So screening is important. Also, we need to know one thing, that the vaccine covers certain strains of viruses, and the human papilloma virus has many strains, dozens and hundreds of strains. So the ones which are not covered by the vaccine, they can still cause infection, they can still raise the risk of cancer. So it's important to have screening even if a girl is vaccinated. For now, the free campaign is for schoolgirls aged between 9 and 14 in Pakistan. That's a WHO campaign. But girls of the same age, even if they're outside the school, they're not going to school, they have also been offered this vaccine by an outreach program. In UK, on the NHS, the vaccine can be had at any time, one dose up till the age of 20 and more than one dose 21 and above, free of cost on the National Health Service, the NHS. And eventually we are hoping and we are aiming that Pakistan would also be providing free vaccine to girls of ages beyond 14 years and also those who are above the age of 20 years. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for your time, and please share this video with everyone because it's a life-saving information. And even if people decide not to have the vaccine, it's important for them to know what the vaccine is all about, what the risk factors are, what the advantages of the vaccine are, and it's good for the peace of mind. So the choice is yours, whether you want to go for vaccine or not for your children, but it's important to know that it's an educated and informed choice. So you are well informed, you know the pros and cons, and you make a decision which is based on knowledge, not just information.